several thousand questions to ask you.
The severance of the free will from the body will bring about shock of tremendous proportions.
Israelite books say related trade the Messiah agrees about it. You can be about it. Israelite books say related trade the Messiah agrees about it.
Shabbat Shalom, Ashar Shabbat, Ashar Kadash Shana. Happy New Year, Israel. This is the first Shabbat of the new year. This is April 2nd, 2022. Excuse me, because I'm outside, as you can see, and my dogs is acting like idiots. Yeah, when you hear me say la from time to time, that's me addressing them. But Ashar Shabbat Shalom to the 12 tribes worldwide. Once again, Happy New Year. All praise and honor and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, H.O.I. There's a lot going on, Israel. You know, within the world of Israel. So, what I want to touch on really is this Jada Pinkett Will Smith madness, man. You know, it took the world by storm. You know, black Twitter, regular Twitter, different social media outlets is all over Instagram, Facebook, IG, on and on with the memes. Even I got caught up with it, but some people say it's fake, some people say it's real. There's a lot going on. So the name of this topic, I'm gonna use it as a teaching topic because there's a lot of Jada Pinkett Smiths out there. There's a lot of Will Smiths out there, and damn it, there's a lot of Chris Rocks out there. That was the slap heard around the whole world, right? The slap heard around the whole world. So, the name of this topic, what I'm titling this teaching topic, is the Wicked Woman Entanglements, the Jada Pinkett Syndrome. All right, the Wicked Woman Entanglements, the Jada Pinkett Syndrome. Now we got a lot of precepts, got a lot of scriptures we're gonna go into. Well, it's the Sabbath, damn it. You know what I'm saying? What should you be doing on the Sabbath besides praying, going into the scriptures, worshiping the Most High, keeping the Most High on your thoughts on the whole day, fellowshipping, teaching, congregating. Many things that fall under keeping the Sabbath holy. But one thing you should be doing, well, all of those things you should be doing. You shouldn't be cooking on the Sabbath. You should be prepped and prepared. Have your sandwiches, have your salads, you know, your fruits, your cereal. That's one of my favorites. You know, you put the coffee up. And have it ready for the next day, so you have some iced coffee, you know. But yeah, there's a lot we're gonna go into. So once again, let's get back into the topic, the Shabbat topic of the day, which is the Wicked Women Entanglements, Jada Pinkett Syndrome. Right. So we're gonna get right into this, man. You know, Proverbs 31:3. It says, "Give not thy strength unto a woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings." So you're not supposed to give your strength to a woman, meaning your emotions, your weakness. You're not supposed to get emotional over what your woman is doing or a woman is doing. You're supposed to be above that. And I know it'd be hard sometimes. It'd be hard not to react the way we reacted in the world. And as you can see how the world reacts, the world gets overly emotional and puts hands on people. You see why Chris Rock got slapped. You know, he was overly emotional. We're going to get into it. And things like that happen all the time, even at the camps. You know, recently, shout out to Lights of Zion. I seen a video with them. And there's you know, they said something about That's why the women are baby mothers and not wives. And this belligerent demon, Jake, came up there threatening he had a gun on him and stuff like that. And was saying, you said this about my baby mama. Da-da-da-da. You said that about... And the brothers technically didn't say that. They said something else. So, but he threatening the brothers, the servants on the streets, So these things happen a lot. You've seen the reaction with Will Smith. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. It was a whole lot of that, So things like that happen all the time. So that's why you can't give your strength to a woman. You can't. If something happens, of course you respect and you protect your woman's honor. But if somebody says something, man, you know how many things they say to us on the streets? We don't fight. You know how many things they say to H.O.I and he didn't fight. That's what we got to look to. That's the prime example. So we got to look at things like that. We can't be fighting and being striker of men for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that says something about our women. Yes, it's gonna bother. Yes, there's a certain level of respect and disrespect. But if they ain't touching your woman, man, ain't no reason to go and start fighting some random man, especially you. What you can go and want to fight somebody because you over emotional, but what if that man could kick your ass? Now you gonna get a double whammy because not only did you go to defend your woman's honor, but now you got beat up in the process. So you got to watch and pick your battles wisely because you don't know who is who. You know what I'm saying? So don't give your strength to a woman, man. We're going to stay in Proverbs for a little bit, man. Let's go to Proverbs 21 and 16. That's Proverbs 21 and 16, right? We're going to read that to the 19th verse. Okay, Proverbs 21 and 16. It says, the man that wandereth out the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So we always use that as spiritual death. And it is a spiritual death, but it could bring you into the physical congregation of the dead because you went out of your way of understanding of the Lord and how to be temperate, how to be patient, how to deal with your people and not be overly emotional. And now you done started a fight with somebody else because they said something about your woman or said something to your woman, and now you got shot, stabbed, or jumped and critically messed up, and now you're in the hospital eating out of a straw when you should have just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't put their hands on your woman, try to sexually assault her or something like that, and I know it's hard. It's very hard because I feel some type of way too if you try to violate my woman and violate my wife. You know what I'm saying? But and I'm talking about verbally. I will feel some way, but I'm not gonna go and slap you in your face. Now, if you violate my wife in a certain, you try to grope her or touch her. Now now the gloves is off. Now the gloves is off, and I'm going to knock out your mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But you can wander into the congregation of the dead. You can remain in there because you're spiritually already dead because you're overly emotional. But now you go in and you violate someone and you get violated to the spiritual world. So keep that in mind. 17th verse. He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich. So if you love pleasure, if you love pleasing your woman, you're going to be poor all the time. We call those tricks, right? When you over here spending money on these women just to get the poom poom or just to make them happy, you buying the Birkin bags, you taking them on the trips to Dubai, you doing all the stuff, you buying them the little puppies, you getting them flowers and all types of stuff, you bringing your whole check back to them, you're gonna eventually be poor, man. Because all you doing is trying to please your woman. La. All you trying to do is please your woman. All you trying to do is live in your pleasure, whether it be the pleasure of the woman to please the woman, or whether it be a drug habit. You know, some got drug habits. You're gonna be broke. You continue to smoke crack, dope, weed. You know, weed habits are expensive. You paying top dollar for your weed without seeds, for them GMOs. So you doing all of that, then you know eventually you'll be broke if you can't control your habits. Even alcoholism. If you drinking all day, you can't go to work. You tired. You overly drunk. You know, then you end up poor and broke, and that would make you not rich, right? It says, and it tells you that he that loveth wine, if that's all you do, and oil is for what? You want to cook all goddamn day. You want to eat everything you see. You want to eat. Goddamn insects. Let me see what that is. Let me flick that damn thing out of here. That's a spider. Yeah, I'm outside in the wilderness in my backyard, man. So just mind me. I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more. I got all these damn dogs in the house right now, these puppies, and they're very loud. So they're more loud than the ones out here. So that's why I'm out here. All right. So yeah, the oil. You always want to eat fried food. You're always in the chicken spot. Always ordering Domino's. Always in McDonald's, which you shouldn't be eating none of this crap. But we understand, you know what I'm saying? We in captivity. A lot of brothers and sisters got different jobs that they can't really cook, so they run to fast food. You know, or they're lazy, you know. But that's what that's talking about, being gluttony. You know, being gluttony, whether it's whatever your pleasure is, wine, liquor, women. Okay, it says, "He that loveth." Oh, Salakia. 18th verse, the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, and the transgressor for the upright. So that's what's going to happen. That's why 2/3 is going to be sacrificed for the 1/3. All right. So it's telling you that. It says the wicked shall be a ransom. Now, what's a ransom? When you hold something for hostage for money, you hold it for something. You don't have to be for money, but it could be for something in exchange, right? So that's the exchange. All right. It says, and the transgressor for the upright. So eventually, the roles are going to be switched, man. The roles are going to be switched and reversed. The curses are being reversed as we speak right now. That's why you see all these wars and rumors of wars, people coming out of character. You know, and there's a lot that goes, this thing goes deep with this Jada Pinkett and Will Smith thing, man. You know, that family is like the damn Addams family, man. I know some of y'all young brews don't know, you know, y'all little teeny brews, teeny boppers in the truth don't know who the damn Addams family is, but the Addams family is damn near that's the new Will Smith family, man. Let me get this spider out of here. This spider all on my damn phone. All right. I don't know where he went, but I ain't going somewhere on it. But yeah, they're the new goddamn Addams family. And when I say got, I'm saying G-O-T, so don't get simple. I'm not saying God, and even if I said goddamn, guess what? That ain't his name. That's just the title, man. And we all gods. But that's a different topic. All right, 19th verse. It is better to dwell in the wilderness than with a contentious and angry woman. Now, when Chris Rock made that joke, Will Smith was laughing, man. At first he was laughing, and then he turned and see Jada's face. In her face, you could see her whole countenance was like, oh no, I'm not having this. You know, and Will kind of looked at her and was like, damn, man, I'm probably arguing with, you know, she looked like she run the relationship, like she's the man of the relationship anyway. So she running, damn spider, man, don't want to leave. So, you know, she looked like she run the damn relationship, man. So she gave him that look, and he had to react, because now you either gonna be in the doghouse, she gonna probably get with this dude Augustine again, and commit the adultery that she been committing. I'm sure both of them are committing adultery. They're swingers. They got an open relationship. They be in those Hollywood parties, man. They be in swinger parties, and they be wearing the masquerade masks and switching partners, you know, wife swapping and husband swapping. So they all adulterous, man. You know what I mean? They all adulterous, both Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. But that face that put that battery in his back, man, and made him go up there and slap Chris Rock. But now you got to do the history and research of this thing. I mean, it ain't research like didn't nobody, because he said keep my wife's name out your effing mouth, but did nobody talk about the Will Smith family like Jada? She brought that to the open. She brought that wasn't social media. Once she said the things that she said, because she said he can't please her the way she want to be pleased. And she said some crazy stuff too that I think is Ellen DeGeneres. She said one time in one of them things, you gonna see it on the clip, she gonna switch sides if Will don't act right. She gonna go to women. You see what I'm saying? And then, you know, all this Tupac talk, man. You had recently too, her daughter, I believe, or the son, one of them, said, why can't Tupac come back to make my mama happy? What the hell is you talking about? Why can't Tupac come back to make my mom happy? Yo, if you're my child and you say some dung like that in the house, you and your mama could get the hell up out of there. You're not gonna disrespect me and my home where I pay the rent, where I pay the bills, and I'm supposed to be the head of the household. I'm the bread. That man's one of the top actors in the world, and you gonna disrespect him like that? You know what I'm saying? You and your mama can go, man. Get the hell up out of here. You know, but he got spirits on him too, and of course she's a ghetto chick. She looked like she liked them thugged out, and you know, Will Smith's first movie was 6 Degrees of Separation, where he was getting bent over and getting boomed by a white man with AIDS. I think he had AIDS in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. So anybody like that, you ain't gonna have that same respect. So it's telling you here, it's better to dwell in the wilderness than in the wilderness. Get it? Will Smith? No, I'm just joking. But then with a contentious and angry woman. This woman is always contentious, always angry. You see it in her face, man. She played that role in Gotham, and she looked mean as hell, man. I forgot what's the role she played, what's the villain she played, but she mean as hell, and that looked like her spirit, man. She got 2 different eyes and stuff. That was a good show. They should not cut it off, man. But you know that's where you rather dwell. Where Solomon said, I'd rather dwell in the wilderness, man. In the wilderness, all up in these damn woods. You got all types of stuff over here. Cougars. You got the bobcat. You got snakes. You got there's wild turkey. That's a good thing. You got many things in here. Many things in the wilderness. You rather dwell inside there and build your own fire and sleep under a damn tree than to deal with a contentious and wicked woman, man. Okay, so let's go to Proverbs. We're going to stay in Proverbs, but now we're going to go to 27. Proverbs 27 and 15. Proverbs, Solomon go in on these women. Remember, he had a lot of women he was dealing with. So he's seen all these spirits. He's seen all these vibrations. He knew about all these things. You know what I'm saying? He was well experienced. You know what I'm saying? Very well experienced, King Solomon was. All right? So this is Proverbs 27 and 15. A continual dropping in a very rainy day and a contentious woman are alike. You know the continuous dropping? Bloop, 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 bloop. It just keep hitting. And they say it's like a leak in a roof or a leak somewhere, and then all the water comes down right there. Sometimes it's relaxing, but when you hear it all the time, it gets annoying. Let's say if you out here in the South and you got a metal roof. That thing hitting ting, 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 ting. Yeah, sometimes it's relaxing, but all day, that's the same thing with a woman, man. Just raining all day, raining with her words, raining with a contentious spirit. Everything that's come out of her mouth is a downpour, man. So that's the comparison. All right, let's go to and you can see by her face and her spirit, her countenance, that's that type of woman. She's very contentious. You know what I'm saying? But once again, she looked like she wears the pants, and there's many pictures and evidence. You see She all got a manly vibe. She's sitting like she got something swinging between her legs, and Will Smith sitting next to her with his legs crossed. It's kind of scary, man. You know what I'm saying? So the roles are reversed. The scriptures also talk about when these are the times where a woman shall compass a man. That's not only talking about physically in with money, financially, but it's talking about physically. They want to be men so hard, even if they're not a lesbian. They still got a manly spirit on them. You understand? Because they watch too much damn hip hop. They watch all these Housewives of Atlanta and what was it? Love and Hip Hop, and all these women are manly. They act like the rappers. Everybody's a tough girl now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a tough guy. It is what it is. So let's go to Proverbs 11 and 22. Proverbs 11 and 22. You got to be careful out here, man. And not only for the men, but for women too. You got to be careful too, because the same way a woman could be wicked. Because I don't want the sisters. Oh, why you bashing the sisters? I mean, it's your turn right now. Jada Pinkett did put that battery in that man's back. You know, and a lot of y'all, he's protecting his family. He's doing this. He's doing that. But yet, Kanye West is trying to save his family, and they're calling him crazy. They're calling him a stalker. And he shouldn't have been with that woman anyway, because that woman ain't of his nation. But he's trying to save face. He's trying to save his family, man. He's trying to keep his family together, and the media is downright destroying this man. He's already emotionally wrecked. He's spiritually wrecked. You know, he's still battling demons. He's battling heavy spirits. You know, he recently, I believe, came out the sunken place. But he was trapped up in the sunken place for a while. And he's still dealing with it. You know, he's very, very overly emotional. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Proverbs 11 and 22. But that's what this society does. They say this is toxic masculinity, but this ain't. Why it ain't? And then they talking about this, what's it called? Alopecia, whatever.
Sure, specifically on covers. What the hell? Being a black woman and dealing with hair in Hollywood, especially in the era that I came up in, having your hair look as European as possible was always the thing. And that was really challenging, you know, because I liked my hair out wild and curly, but nobody wanted that. So I always had to do my hair in ways that didn't feel natural to me because I'm trying to play the game. So if I'm doing a cover, everybody, no, we want your hair straight and flowy. And it's like, all right, cool, but that's not really like what my hair likes to do. So I had to learn to get the courage to just go, nah, I'm not doing that. Which is why I feel the freedom today. I don't give two craps what people feel about this bald head of mine, because guess what? I love it.
I've had some definite hair regrets.
I'm gonna show you why she's cursed. Okay, because that alopecia, whatever the hell it's called, something with pecia, and I won't be surprised if some of you ghetto damn women start naming your children after that now, all of a sudden. You done heard a new word, and it sounds like it rhymed with Keisha and Tisha, and now you gonna go the hell off. All right, so this is Proverbs 11 and 22. It says, as a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. So what is that talking about? Basically, it's talking about you can be fly and be pretty, because she's not an ugly woman. She's not ugly, far from ugly. You know what I'm saying? I used to have a crush on her in Jason's lyrics. I ain't gonna lie. Growing up as a young teenager, yeah, man, Jason lyrics, I thought she was bad. You know what I mean? Pretty, very pretty face. You know, very fair woman. But her spirit now, you see that countenance is off. But it tells you a pretty woman she got pretty, but her spirit ain't right. It's just like a nice, pretty jewel on a pig's nose. You ain't worth nothing. You still a pig. You a slut bucket. You got all them different DNA samples in your body, because you over here swapping and doing who knows what. All right, who knows what. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's off. So the spirit is off. So the beauty don't match the spirit. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? The spirit can be, and no offense, but you know, the spirit can be beautiful on a woman that's not that fair, but she will look so much beautiful because of her spirit. You see? So a spirit can make you, your character. A spirit can make somebody that's not attractive, more appealing, because her spirit is beautiful. You see what I'm saying? Because there's many pretty faces with demonic spirits on them. All right, and those is just, it is what it is. Those are no good. So now we're gonna go. Let me jump real quick before I stay in Proverbs. I got one more Proverbs, but let me go real quick. Let me go to Isaiah, just to show you why she is the way she is, and most of our women that can't grow hair, you know, get the alopecia or alopecia, whatever the hell, how you pronounce it. All right, it ain't always that, and even if it's that, that's a curse by the Lord. Okay, Isaiah 3:16. It says, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, making a tinkling with their feet, always want to be the center of attention. And it was. She switched the attention. Like, this is supposed to be the man's biggest night. He's supposed to be getting celebrated to be one of the top actors of all time, right? And this demon made it about her. Being selfish as hell. Made it about her. And caused this man to act a fool and look crazy in front of the whole world, man. And you could tell his spirit is off. He's dealing with issues. And that's what a woman can drive a man to. So you got to be careful, because you can drive your man to death, man. It don't even have to be him going out there physically getting harmed. It could be the stress level, and a man could be just stressed out, and you get so stressed you get an ulcer, man. You get a hole in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You always worrying and stressing and walking on eggshells around your woman, because you don't want to make your woman feel upset. You don't want to change her countenance. When you see that face, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I mean? This is where it can go to. Okay, therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And the Lord will discover their secret parts. So there goes your alopecia, or whatever the hell it's called. All right? When a woman can't grow no hair, it's because the Lord cursed them and cut their scab off, man. So that's a curse. Jada Pinkett is cursed by the Lord, not by us. You know? So yes, she can play G.I. Jane in the second damn movie. You know? It is what it is. It is what it is. So you getting all emotional over that. You know what I'm saying? He said G.I. Jane. That's what comedians do, man. Comedians, you go inside a comic show, and the comedians don't let you come late. Don't let you be the late person coming in and sitting at a table. They're going to get on you for at least 20 minutes. They're going to get on you. So, you know, that's what comedians do. That's what comics do. So now every comic that say something about you or dish you or joke on you, now all of a sudden you going to go and start slapping every damn body. You got spirits on you, man. You can stop getting overly emotional. And I understand some going to say, what if that was your wife? All right, well, you know what? If that was my wife, then what the hell you want me to do? I'm going to go up there and slap this man. That's the reason why a lot of our, you know, the nations, they look at us and they say, well, that's why we don't invite them nowhere. Niggas want to act like niggas. Black people just want to act like niggas. You over here acting a fool, man, over a joke. Over a joke. And I'm sure the joke was going to segue into something else. It wasn't going to keep, he wasn't going to stay on her. There was many actors and people in the room to get on. You understand? So it is what it is, man. Stop getting overly emotional and stop falling for the Jada Pinkett syndrome, man. Stop getting entangled with the Jada Pinkett entanglement spirits. All right, because that's what those entanglements bring forth. It entangles demons. All right. 25. Proverbs 6. We're going to Proverbs 6. All right. Proverbs 6, and we're going to start from the 24th verse. All right. Proverbs 6 and 24. To keep thee from the evil woman. Well, let's start from the 23rd verse. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instructions are the way of life. It says to keep thee from the evil woman. That's what the commandments do. That's what a discernment does. That's what wisdom does. That's what understanding does. You know what I'm saying? If you picking a whorish woman because you are in your lust, then that's what you will get. All right, that's what you will get entangled with. All right. So it says, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. So this is what happens when you get with the women of other nations, with a woman of strange apparel. All right, a woman that's into strange philosophies and doctrines. All right, a woman that's into all those chakras and all that witchcraft. They doing all these different things. You know what I'm saying? The yoga. They got the yoga spirit. You know, all this witchcraft stuff. They worship sex gods, and they got dildos in their house in every drawer. They got all types of sex toys. This is them strange women, man. Them women bring them strange spirits, and it can turn you out now. You start seeing a woman do a couple of tricks or playing with herself and all these different, different things, man. It could get you entangled. It could get you with the Jada Pinkett entanglement. And Augustine, he was mad young. She was rocking the cradle. She was being a cougar. You understand? So that's that strange spirits. All right. Now it says, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. And that's what these women do. You see what I'm saying? Because even you look at like many situations. You seen recently, who was it? Young Thug's baby mama, I think, got killed or shot. I don't know if she got killed. I think she got killed at a bowling alley, fighting and arguing over bowling ball. Who knows what that woman said? You know what I'm saying? What if she was dealing with another man, and you don't know what entanglements of the world these people are dealing with. But a lot of times you get these presumptuous women, right? They dealing with these presumptuous sins, and they just promiscuous sins, and they got that look, man, where they don't even have to say nothing. They'll make you follow them. You know what I'm saying? They could catch you from across the room, man, and just with their eyes, come over here. You know what I'm saying? Do the scorpion. Get over here. You know what I mean? And now they got you in the bathroom getting robbed. Now they got you outside getting patted down by her baby daddy and everybody. They got the gun to your melon because you done followed her and just got caught up. Or you mess around and get an STD. You know what I'm saying? Or she gonna try to make you a trick, make you become a trick, and you gonna be trick daddy, no Trina. All right. Okay. It says lust not after her beauty in thine heart, which is thy mind. Okay. Neither let her take thee with thy eyelids. Don't fall for the okie doke, man. 26th verse. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. Okay, he's brought low, man. He ain't got no more money. He only got a piece of bread left. You know what I'm saying? You done spent all the money. You done bought all the drinks at the bar. You just met her. You went in there with $200. You're at the club. You done bought a bottle. You know what I'm saying? She came to your VIP. She drunk all your liquor. and now you don't got no more money. You're taking money out your ATM. You go buy another bottle, or now you're trying to splurge and show her that you got it, and now you done spend your rent money, you done spend your re-up money, you done spend all types of money that didn't belong to you, and now I'm a victim of that. I've done that, especially to show off in my ignorance. In my ignorant days, I did all of that in them clubs. That's why you can't catch me in them damn things no more. Maybe if I go somewhere with my woman or something, but you ain't gonna catch me in no club. Now I go to a bar for a drink, maybe a Applebee's, or you know what I'm saying, somewhere I could get some food, some drinks and wings, but I ain't going to no damn clubs. You know what I'm saying? That thing brings spirits. Okay, so it says the whorish woman, for by means of whorish woman, a man is brought to a piece of bread. Man, she done gave you your heart's desires of lust, and now you broke, man. You done spent all your money. All right. It says, and an adulteress will hunt for the precious life. So an adulteress, that's what she's doing. The precious life. Now she want to commit adultery, and now she ain't tell you that her husband is Big Bubba and he just did 10 years in jail, and he did it. He committed murder, and he's willing to go back in jail for the love of his woman. She didn't tell you that. Now you got Big Bubba chasing you around the block, or he found out your location, and now it's a whole different ballgame. So keep that in mind, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Don't play the whore, and don't follow the whore, and don't be an adulterer, because you end up looking like Will Smith at the Grammys. All right, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Well, you can ask Augustine. He done probably had the damn nipples, and who knows what in his mouth. I know he had his tongue in her mouth, and who knows what else. And I'm sure she didn't keep nothing out of her mouth, like the scriptures say. They wipe the adulterous woman. Let me get that's in here too. Let me get that damn thing. We're gonna read to it. That's in here also. Let's keep reading. I'm jumping the gun. All right. It says, can a man take fire in his bosom and clothes not be burnt? So this is an allegorical question, right? He's asking Solomon, can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burnt? Can you take fire in your joint and not be burnt? Of course you're going to be burnt, because you're playing with fire, bro. All right? You took it within your clothes. Of course your clothes going to get burnt. It says, can one go up upon hot coals and his feet not be burnt? Now, if you're dealing with that witchcraft, like some of them people, them Hamites in Africa, you probably could get away with it, but you're going to get burnt. You're going to get burnt, period. You know what I'm saying? Some of that is magicians. They do magic tricks. They're not really walking on it, or they got something under their feet to act like they do it. But then you got some idiots that do it, and they get burnt. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the scriptures are showing you. It says, so he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. So Augustine is not innocent. Chris Rock ain't smash her. Chris Rock, he didn't smash her. You know what I'm saying? And I know she probably holding grudges against him, because there was a scene where he said, that's when Will Smith and her was talking about boycotting the Grammys or boycotting the Oscars. So they was talking about boycotting it, and Chris Rock had made a joke. He said, who cares what Jada Pinkett says, because she's just mad because the Oscars didn't invite her. What they gonna invite her for? She hasn't had a movie in a while, which is true. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't a top actor. She was an alright actor. She was more like a ghetto actor, like a Bokeem Woodbine, or the Tyler Perry actors, Fredro Starr, the brother in Moesha, right? Moesha's brother in the movie, in the show, or was it her man? Fredro Starr, the ghetto movies. that's the vibration I always got off of her. Every time I seen her in the movie, I was like, okay, this is some ghetto movie. That's the way I looked at it. So I never looked at her as a top Oscar-winning star, which is, her husband is. He been acting since a child, so, but he did a lot of different things and, something strange for a little bit of change. He was definitely on that casting couch. It's 6 degrees of separation. Okay? So, yeah, Augustine is not guilty, and neither is she. Innocent, and neither is she, and neither is Will. So all these things supposed to happen. This is what happens when you go into the congregation of the dead, when you remain there. Okay? It says, men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. Right? If you see a person stealing, if they in the grocery store and they stealing food, or they stealing milk to feed their baby, bread, you most of the time, an owner find out, they're gonna let them slide, man. You know what I'm saying? At least in little mom and pop stores, I used to do loss prevention work, and there was times that I let people slide, and I tell them, yo, next time when you see me, just have a little respect. Don't come when I'm not here. Come when I'm not here. Don't come when I'm here. Show me some respect. But go ahead, bro. I know times is hard. Go ahead, man. Keep it moving. Just don't come in here when you see me in here. Have that respect. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I've done that personally. You know what I'm saying? So the scriptures is real. If a man is stealing to feed his family, you ain't worried. Like, go ahead, bro. You got it. You know what I'm saying? But now it says, but if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. So you're supposed to give sevenfold if you get found stealing. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're stealing, like you stealing to feed your family, but now, you went through a rough patch, but now you back on your feet, man. You got some bread back. You got income tax, stimulus check or whatever. You go back and you repay that. That's what an honest brother or sister of integrity should do, right? It says, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. So that's what you do, man. You destroy your own soul, man. Okay? You lack understanding. You don't give a damn. Now the family is all broken. And that's what happens. Once a woman steps out on a man, you can never, unless you a simp, you can never be the same. It's just, bro, you know what, just imagine what the man was just doing to your woman. Skiing all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. DNA all in her mouth. DNA all in her behind. That's disgusting, man. You know what I'm saying? Your possession was violated. Like, it can never be the same. You could have a quote-unquote open relationship, but now you wondering, even in that wicked society and wicked world, did he smash it better than me? Is his thing longer than mine? Did she scream and yearn? Did she have more pleasure with him than me? That's gonna bother any real man. A wicked man don't give a damn. But any real man, and then, the man was younger. Probably had more stamina. Probably was going a couple of extra rounds. And Will Smith probably know about it. I'm sure his children know about it. Because she done told him every type of thing. She told him about Tupac. So I can only imagine what she said about Augustine. And come to find out, I believe the son or the daughter hooked her up with Augustine. That's how crazy the damn Will Smith / Adams family is, man. It's the Adams family, right? It says, that's how you destroy your own soul. Both of them is all destroyed. The whole family's destroyed, man. The son want to act like a woman. The daughter want to act like a man. They all into gothic stuff. All madness. Like, how does that happen? How does that happen? Your father's from West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where he spent most of his days, right? And then your mama is setting it off. Jason's lyrics set it off. All these hardcore roles, and you raising confused fruit pops. It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. And it is what it is. It do make sense because it's witchcraft. And they dealing with high idolatry and high spirits and high demons. All right? Because it's seeping out their spirit. It says, a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. You're going to be living with this for the rest of your life, man. That's why this thing happened and they still talking about Augustine. Oh, I bet you he would have slapped Augustine like that. Or why didn't he? But why didn't he? You know what I'm saying? That came out, really, Augustine, I never even heard this man's music. I never, even the song, they said he made a song and he was subliminally talking about her. And he was subliminally speaking about her. But, you speaking about her, and she came out in the open and said what she said. She came out and exposed what was going on behind closed doors. He never did. You see what I'm saying? He did it subliminally, but she took it out there. So why you ain't slapping your wife? I mean, I don't promote, doing that, putting hands on your woman, but if you gonna slap anybody, you should have slapped her. Her mouth is what put you in the predicament that you in. That spirit done made you go crazy. Your woman's mouth, man. She done did a lot with her mouth, and she continues to do it. And now she got you running around simping and smacking people in the biggest show of them all, one of the biggest shows on television, besides the damn Super Bowl, man. Okay? So you destroy your own soul, man. And it says, and a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. This thing, your reproach, your sin gonna always live with you. Your wound gonna always live with you. You gonna always be known as Will Smith. As long as you married to her, you're gonna be always known as a nigga that let his woman get boom and whatever else by this young artist that he's not even a B celebrity. He's not even a B celebrity. I had to Google who the hell this nigga was. He ain't have a track since. He ain't have nothing since. Name one of his songs. I bet y'all can't. Put it in the comments, damn it. Put it in the comments. All right. And yeah, that's it on that. You know what I mean? That's it on that. Let me go to let's go to Sirach now. We're gonna go to Sirach real quick. Yeah, but I was telling you that too. The scripture also says that an adulterous woman wipes her mouth. She wipes her mouth and like she ain't do nothing. Right? I don't know. I believe I read that. And I said I'm jumping the gun, but I believe I read that. But she wipes her mouth, man. And she act like she didn't do nothing. And that's what she's doing. She's sitting up there. You done did all of that madness. I ain't gonna hold you which I won't take you back. But if I was to take you back, and I'm sitting up like Will Smith. Will Smith can have any woman in the world from every nation, every creation under the Most High's heavens. He can get any woman in the world. He can get multiple women at the same time and wouldn't have an argument. And they will gladly serve him the way he sees fit. Right? They will gladly do that. And this ungrateful demon, she done committed adultery. She done did, he did too, but she done did all these things and she getting upset by a joke. And got this man losing his damn marbles, man. Okay? He losing his damn marbles, man. Because I got a lot to read, but let's go, let's continue. Let's continue the lesson. Alright, so watch for them entanglements, man. The wicked women entanglements, Jada Pinkett syndrome. Okay, so we going to Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus. Right? Sirach 25 and 13. Alright? We start at Sirach 25 and 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So you could deal with any plague, but a plague of the heart, a plague of the mind. All right? Even physical heart disease, heart murmurs, different things, different elements, man. But also your mind. Your heart is your mind. So that stress, that mind, that going through heavy thoughts, heavy depression, heavy different things, those are plagues, man. And it says, and any wickedness, give me any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. That's deep, man. You rather deal with any wickedness except the wickedness of a woman. And there's a lot of things that go on, and we're gonna go into that more in when we go into First Esdras. Now, going to First Esdras is going to show you, and what's is going to compare what is stronger, right? It's going to compare the wine, the king, or the woman. What's stronger? All right, we're going to go into it, man. All right, so it says, in any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. So this is what he's showing. Give me that. All right. This is what it's saying in Sirach. It says any affliction, but the affliction of them that hate me, and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. But the enemy's going to do you dirty. The affliction from those that hate you, they're going to do you dirty. They're going to do you worse than a regular affliction. Right? They're going to do you worse. It says, there is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. Right? And that's just showing you, because it's saying those that hate me, and it's bringing up the serpent, is because you be around people that you don't even know that hate you. You swear these are your brothers. You swear these are your sisters, but deep down inside, they on that backstabber thing. The OJs? Backstabbers. You know what I'm saying? They wanna take your place. Backstabbers. That's a lot, man. That's what hurt more. You already know Esau is the devil. You know who our enemies are. They sold us off of cargo slave ships for slaves, as slaves. But when your brother, one that's of your own kin, one that's of your stock, or a sister the same way, and she's sitting there secretly hating you, man, that hurts more. So this is what it's saying. I'd rather not that. Okay? I'd rather not that. That's the head of a serpent, man. It done seduced you. It done snaked you out. It done got you caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? And most of the times when you get caught slipping, a lot of these rappers, a lot of these people that get killed, they get set up. What's this dude from Brooklyn? Pop Smoke. That's somebody that betrayed you, man. You had the Black Panthers. That COINTELPRO. I forgot that damn black devil's name that did that to that betrayed the brother. They showed that in the movie. They showed the whole. That's a great movie, by the way. The Black Judas and the Black Messiah, and you'll see it, man. You see how that thing went down. I'm sure there was more to it, but that was from the horse's mouth himself, man. You know what I'm saying? They said that man couldn't live with himself after that. Of course, a lot of times they can't, and that's the Judas syndrome. But yeah, let's keep it moving, man. I'm rambling because I want to read the rest of that First Esdras too. All right, First Esdras, the 3rd chapter. It says, I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman, man. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You see that girl's face? You see Jada Pinkett face? That's that face. I've been there. Done that. I don't want to go back. That face is, woo. I know that face. I know that face. I know that demon. How about that? Not her per se, but I know that demon that's on her. I know that damn demon. All right, I know that. Okay, it says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face. That's that wickedness. I'm telling you, I know that face. I know a lot of you brothers know that face. A lot of you brothers that are simping and letting your woman run all over you. You walking on eggshells. You know, when a brother start teaching about multiple wives, it's on the video, y'all watching the video, you change the channel, you lower the volume, you don't want her to hear that because now it's going to be a riff in the house. These are the things that Sims do, you know what I'm saying? But I know those spirits, man. I've been there, done that. I was never scared like that, but I've seen the women react to things like that, right? So I know that demon. And there was times I didn't simp, but I try to just lay low from the arguments. I know y'all don't want to argue. So it's not always simping. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to avoid an argument, but once again, you know, that's when a woman is out of order and the man is out of order because you didn't put her in order, and you're not in order because you're letting her rule over you. It is what it is. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and the darkness, and it darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth, man. It darkened her, that demeanor, when she looked at him after he said that G.I. Jane. Well, bald head, you know what I'm saying? Go down, bald head. That's what they told Elijah, or Elisha. They told Elisha that. You know what I'm saying? She could have called the she-bears, but she called that demon on Will Smith. And he gave one of the most gayest slaps I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Rock ain't react. He looked like he was, if you've seen him closely, kind of clenched like he was going to come back at him, but he kept his composure, man. And it is what it is. The respect to him, because I couldn't do that. That turn the cheek is not literal. All right, so you're not slapping me on one cheek and expecting not a reaction. I'm gonna tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you don't try it though. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. So when he hear that mouth on her, when he hear her neighbors talking about her, whoever, they like, hey, yo, man, you all right, man? How life going? Just sitting there. You're around the people in the hood, you know what I'm saying? You went over there, you know, this is talking about Jake. If you're an Israelite, you shouldn't be in the hood, chilling with niggas in the hood. But you go around there, you got your 40 ounce, you got your blunt, and now you just, yo, man, it's crazy, man. Drinking your 40, you know what I'm saying? Now you drinking more. You go get another 40, couple 6-packs, and like, damn, son, you going through it, man. What's up? You know, sometimes Jake care, sometimes Jake don't care. But we see that amongst Israel. You know what I'm saying? I've seen that plenty of times. There's times that I do it, damn it. You know what I'm saying? It's not for none of this, but it'd be arguments. Not for this simping stuff, but ain't no marriage perfect. And I'm speaking of experience. Ain't no marriage perfect. And I got 2 spirits I deal with. I got 2 of them. So, yeah, these are spirits. Some will make you want to drink a little bit more. Some will make you want to, you know, not come home right away. You want to stay longer at the feast days. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going home and you like, yo, man, come on, man. It's only 5 o'clock. Where everybody going? Nigga, it's 5 a.m. And you still trying to stay up. You should try to not go home, do anything in your willpower, get it? But not to go home. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It says, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Yeah, man, going through it. You know what I'm saying? Jake in the world smoke they blunts, drink they 40s. Israel, you know, we gonna drink a bunch of Rashi, Kadeem, Manischewitz, and some damn Morgan David, damn it. We gonna drink a little bit extra. Put some more in my cup. My cup overrunneth. Alright? It says, all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. So all wickedness is but little wickedness compared to a woman. You know what I'm saying? So you got to see that, man. This is wisdom speaking. You see what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say, deal with your woman according to knowledge. You got to be able to lead them in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and also direct them in that. Because if you're not doing that, then that's when all these things continue to happen. And things will happen. Like I said, there's no perfect marriage. But if you got the wicked woman entanglement, Jada Pinkett syndrome spirit, now it's going off, man. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with different entities. You're not dealing with just a regular argument where the spirit, a demon creep in unaware, and now you arguing over nothing, over a little petty bull stuff. You know what I'm saying? It says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. So climbing up a sandy way, right? You climbing up sand, quicksand, right? It's to the feet of the aged. So it's just like an aged person trying to go up some sand, right? And it's like they already walk slow. You know, they moving slow, walk with a cane. Now they even walking extra. So that it's comparing that. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man, a man that's just quiet, man. I see it all the time. There was a brother, I ain't gonna mention his name. There was a brother that I knew in the truth. And he was a quiet Benjamite brother, man, quiet. And every woman he ever had since I knew this man was the most ratchetest woman ever. He really kind of knew how to pick them. Like the most ratchetest Negro woman he'll pick. And his mother would tell him, yo, man, go get a Benjamite, man, from the islands or something. Go get your tribe. And for some reason, he was just obsessed with Judite women from the damn projects, man. And always arguing. He would always have a damn 40 ounce. Always, man. Always arguing with his woman. And he was always sighing bitterly. And he was a quiet man. That's you know what I'm saying? That's the way it was for this man. You know, it was crazy. I was one of those brothers he used to call all the time. He haven't called me in a long time, but I was one of those brothers the man used to call a lot. He don't call me no more. And I still love him. All praises. Happy New Year, brother. All right. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. So don't stumble on their beauty, because once again, it might look good on the outside, but it ain't good on the inside. All right. Don't stumble on it. Okay. It says a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. And that's what these wicked women do, man. They maintain their husband, but that she's making this man's life miserable. Always arguing, always bickering, always going back and forth, making the littlest things an argument. Why? I don't know. You know, why the refrigerator? Why is the refrigerator door closed? Why is the laundry done? Why is, I'm just making silly examples, but it be like that. Little silly things, man. You just want to argue over nothing, absolutely nothing, because you dealing with demons and you don't want to check yourself, and that happens a lot. But it takes the man to check them, and sometimes that check could be the last check. Sometimes that last straw can be the straw that broke the camel's back. You see what I'm saying? So I know a lot of times that be the reason why certain brothers don't want to go hard on their woman to check them, but you're going to be dealing like this for the rest of your life. It says if a woman maintaineth her husband is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. You don't want to be maintained like that, bro. Okay, it says a wicked woman abateth the courage, right? Maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart, right? It says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. You got this man all stressed out, bugged out, man, going through it, drinking excessively now. Now the man not showing up to camp. Now the man not coming to the feast days. Or if he coming to the feast days, he drinking the most. You know what I'm saying? You see his wife ain't there, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? And he drinking the most. He like, yeah, man, pass me another drink. Fill it up. Fill it up. I've seen it. I know the face. I know the countenance. I personally, you know, I deal with a lot of counseling behind the scenes. A lot of people call me for counseling. People that's not even in the body of HOI. I don't like to do it, you know, but I have to. That's a position that I was put in. I didn't ask for it, and I got to deal with it. It is what it is. But there's sometimes I hear things from certain individuals about what's going on in their lives, and sometimes I gotta fall back and not pick up the phone for a day or two, because I'm gathering the thoughts and the things that I've heard about a marriage or heard about whatever, and it was like a shocker to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like a shocker to me, but I can't act like I'm shocked. I gotta, if I'm being a judge of the world, I can't, of the future world, trying to become a judge of this future world, this future kingdom, I can't act shocked. I gotta act like it doesn't surprise me. I gotta act like I heard that before. Even when that's the first time I've ever heard a crazy ass story like that. And it's crazy. I've heard plenty of things. And you can't be surprised when you hear these things dealing with counseling, because then you might offend somebody that's trying to seek counsel from you. So you got to always keep the poker face, Israel. Always keep the poker face, especially if you're counseling. But I'm going to tell y'all, it gets stressful. Sometimes I got to have a drink from the stuff I hear from other people that they're going through. So understand that, all right? It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. So it is what it is. You got the strongest man, right? The wisest man, the first man, and the bravest man all fell through the hands of a wicked woman. So now, who was the first man? Adam. Who was the strongest man? Samson. Who was the bravest man? David. Who was the wisest man? Solomon. And they all fell through the hands of a wicked woman. So how much more you, regular brothers, as myself out here, it's easy to get trapped off. If those powerful men fell off by the hands of a wicked woman, you got to pray and endure and continue to endure to make sure and hope that that's never you. Hope that that's never you. Learn how to be stern and firm in righteousness and let the truth ring out no matter what. We're going to get to that. All right? It says, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Don't give her no passage, man. Don't let that shit slide, because now you letting the water come, and now it's a puddle, now it's a flood. Don't let that water come through. Okay? It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, if she don't want to seek what you dealing with and going through what you, if you trying to move in righteousness, not in wickedness, okay, if she don't want to rock, it says, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. If she's disobedient, if she's always in your face, always trying to cause strife and arguments and this and that, and always trying to bring up things, and you know, you be patient. You try to be as patient as you can. Yahweh tell you that the Most High didn't create us to divorce. That wasn't the plan in the beginning. But understand, there is certain things that need divorce. It's just certain amount of dung you could take as a man and as a woman. Period. Okay? Period. I'm not telling you go and divorce your woman. You should seek counsel first. Always seek counsel first and try to get things situated and better, because that's what righteous men do. We don't run from the problems. Okay, we try to fix them and try to handle them to the best of our ability. But there'll be a time where you realize that the problem cannot be fixed no matter what you do or what you say. And you gotta separate, man. It's time to move apart. It is what it is. Okay? H.O.I gave us the wisdom, and he told us the truth. He told us the truth. He told us what it was. He told us the commandment. But right here in Ecclesiasticus, Sirach is telling you wisdom. All right, it's giving you wisdom. So now we're gonna go to First Ezra. We're gonna start. It's gonna be kind of long. Okay, we're gonna start from the 3rd chapter, 1st verse. All right. It says, now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia. So these are the Persians and Medes, King Darius, right? It says, and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants. It says, that were under him from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. So this was a big feast. A lot of things going on, man. It says, and when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied, were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber, and slept, and soon after awaked. So now he finished partying, finished being a host, you know. He got everything together for everybody. All right. So now it says, and 3 young men that were of the guard, so these were his guards, right? It says that kept the king's body spake one to another. So now these are three security men, right? They're doing security for him. So now they talking to each other. It says, let every one of us speak a sentence, and he that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory. So now these are more than likely all of them was Israelites. They were all Israelites, all right, as slaves, as security. They're holding them down. You know, probably not all of them was for sure. One of them was Israel. You know, it could have been some of his men. It could have been people of his nation, and it could have been other people, because it told you he had 7 provinces, right? And he from India all the way to Ethiopia. So there was a lot of people that he dealt with. All right, as the Persians and the Medes, a lot of nations was under them at the time. They were the ruling power. All right, it says, as to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and an head attire of fine linen, and chain about his neck. So this is what they were saying, man. If we gonna give him some wisdom, and whoever got the best wisdom to give him, we gonna have all of this for him, right? We gonna get all of this from him. They was doing it for a reason. They wasn't just trying to give him wisdom and show him something. You know, they were trying to do that for a reward, right? It says, and he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius his cousin. So this is what they wanted, a place next to the king, okay? It says, and then everyone wrote his sentence and sealed it and laid it under the king Darius his pillow, and said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge, that his sentence is the wisest. So this is what they talking about, right? Whose is the wisest? To him shall the victory be given, as was appointed. The first wrote, wine is the strongest. So this is, like I said, this is getting into wine. Who's the strongest? The wine, the woman, the king, or the woman? And that's the order, right? It says, the first wrote, wine is the strongest. The second wrote, the king is the strongest. The third wrote, women are the strongest, but above all things, truth beareth away the victory. So the truth of this matter is what sets everything apart. You know what I'm saying? The truth of this matter. So if you're watching this right now, I would like for you to put in the comments, what do you believe is the strongest from those three? That's a great interaction. I would like to see that in the comments. All right. And it says, now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him, and so he read them. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors, and the captains, and the lieutenants, and the chief officers, and sat him down in the royal seat of judgment. And the writings were read before them. So the writings was read. Now he gonna read them. He said, and he said, call the young men, and they shall declare their own sentences. So they were called and came in. And he said unto them, declare unto us your mind concerning the writings. Then began the first, who had spoken of the strength of wine. It says, and he said thus, O ye men, how exceeding strong is wine! It causeth all men to err that drink it. You start slurring, right? You do start slurring. That's why they tell you don't drink and drive, because your vision gets impaired. What Kanye West said, he said this Hennessy or something, Patron, got me looking at the woman like she's Halle Berry. They have you trying to take anything home. You err. You make mistakes, man. You in your emotions. You in your feelings. You think you heard things you didn't hear. You think you saw things you didn't see. Right? It says 19th verse. It says, it maketh the mind of the king and of the fatherless child to be all one, of the bondman and of the free man, of the poor man and of the rich. Right? It gets everybody, no matter what. It gets them. If it gets them drunk and it gets them nice, you feeling good. Or you know, no matter who you are, you rich, poor, the king, the servant, you gonna feel good. You drinking some good wine, some yayan, you know what I mean? Or if you drink too much, y'all all gonna get drunk. So is that same spirit goes upon them all. All right, la'ah. And it says, it turneth also every thought into jollity and mirth, so that a man remembereth neither sorrow nor death. Right? So it makes you feel good. So you don't remember you in the club, you drinking, you getting drunk. At that time and that moment, you forget about your death. You forget about what you're going through. You feeling good. You numbing the pain away. That's what they say. I'm gonna drink. What they say? Drink champagne for the pain. So you numbing yourself. You don't give a damn at that moment in time, right? And it says, it turneth also. Well, I read that part. It says, and it maketh every heart rich, so that a man remembereth neither king nor governor, and it maketh to speak all things by talents. Right? Whatever your talent is, you talking about. You thinking about music. You're a musician. You talking about you gonna take over the game. You're a drug dealer. You can talk about how you gonna take over the game, and ain't nobody got better drugs than you. And I always use the drug references because that's what I came from. I used to sell drugs in the world, so that's what I compare everything to, because that's all I knew. You understand? So, but you start, the gang members start drinking. Now these Negroes is crip dancing. These Negroes is blood walking. These dudes is stacking, throwing up all the gang signs up, right? And then it says, and when they are in their cups, they forget their love, both to friends and brethren, and a little after draw out swords. So sometimes now they shooting up the party, They done had too much to drink. Somebody stepped on a sneaker, bumped them, or thought they bumped them. They drunk too, and now you drawing out swords. Now somebody got cut with the razor. Now somebody's outside waiting in the parking lot, want air to join out. They're gonna come back in the club, shoot them up, bang bang. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that happen. A lot of times that happen. Block parties, barbecues. You know, they start shooting everything. Now a little child get hit. These things happen, man. This is in the scriptures. This is real stuff, man. That's why you can't tell me that this Bible belonged to the white man. Hell no. This is us. It's speaking about us, right? But they do it too. But this is real stuff, man. And it says, 22nd verse. And when, no, I read that. 23rd verse. But when they are from the wine, they remember not what they have done. Right? Sometimes you wake up, your man's telling you, bro, yo, you did this, you did that. You like, what? I don't remember what I did. I don't remember that. You drunk too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember what you did last night. A lot of Jake too, when you in the world, you know what I'm saying? You done went home with something. You thought shorty was fine, then everybody laughing at you because you came home, you know, after you took, you know, the biggest girl in the club. And no, there's no offense to the big girls, you know what I'm saying? Big sisters need love too. But, you know, now they mocking you. Or you took the ugly chick that nobody wanted. You took the one for the team. You know what I'm saying? But you don't remember it. Or you got into a fight. Or you wake up and you got speed knots all over your damn face. And you got rips all in your clothes. And you don't remember what happened. Because you got beat up the night before. Because you started talking the most crap to some Negroes. And now you got your face split open. Now you wake up in the hospital room. You got $1.50. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, $1.50 is 150 stitches across your face. All right? You got your food ate, like they like to say. Right? And it says, O ye men, is not wine the strongest that enforceth to do thus? And when he had so spoken, he held his peace. So now, of course, everybody's like, yo, you know, it make people think, okay, let us know. Let us know in the comment board. Is wine the strongest? After you heard that and I just read that. Is it the strongest? Okay, so let's keep going. Now, chapter 4, verse 1. Then the second that heard, Salakia. Then the second that had spoken of the strength of the king began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over sea and land and all things in them? So now, what the hell is that? Chapter 4. This is 1 Esdras chapter 4, verse 1. Then the second that has spoken of the strength of the king began to say, O ye men, do not men excel in strength that bear rule over the sea and land and all things in them? So he kind of probably trying to kiss up to the king, you know, yeah. But it's true, right? You think a person that is strength, a person with power. You know, you got Biden right now putting sanctions on Putin, right? He's trying to rule. He's trying to, you know, that's what America is known for. They're known for putting sanctions on other countries when they don't agree or they don't allow them to do certain things. They did it to North Korea. That's what they do, and they go into war because they want to be the ruling power. So that's what the mighty kings do, right? It says, La'ah. But yet the king is more mighty, for he is Lord of all these things, and have dominion over them. And whatsoever he commandeth them, they do. So it's true. If he say go to war, that's what they do. If he say fall back, that's what they do. If he say raise the white flag and give up, that's what they do. Okay? It says, if he bid them make war the one against the other, they do it. See, there you go. If he send them out against the enemies, they go and break down mountains, walls, and towers. They slay and are slain, and transgress not. They don't go against the king's word. They got it. If the king say go to war, if your modern day kings are the presidents, right? Your political leaders, and those are the ones that declare war. That's why Putin said we go invade Ukraine, and they did it. They went to war, started bombing stuff. Okay, it says they slay and are slain and transgress not the king's commandment. If they get the victory, they bring all to the king, as well the spoil, as all things else. Likewise, for those that are no soldiers and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry, when they have reaped again that which they had sown, they bring it to the king. Got to pay taxes, right? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. That's what it's talking about. And compel one to another to pay tribute unto the king. And yet, he is but one man. If he commanded to kill, they kill. If he commanded to spare, they spare. If he commanded to smite, they smite. If he commanded to desolate, they make desolate. If he command to build, they build. If he command to cut down, they cut down. If he command to plant, they plant. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore, he lieth down, he eateth and drinketh, and taketh his rest. He do what he want. He do what he please, right? It says, and these keep watch round about him, right? He got his men watching him. Those are the men that was watching him. He's talking about what he's going through. And we watch you. We protect you, right? He says, and we do what you say. It says, neither may anyone depart and do his own business, neither disobey they him in anything. So you gotta hold that down. Your wife is saying one time you coming home, you gotta tell her I don't know when the king tell me to get off. And that goes down even to bosses. It trickles down to being your boss, right? In your workplace. Okay, in modern day terms. All right, and it says, O ye men, the 12th verse, O ye men, how should not the king be mightiest when in such sort he is obeyed? And he held his tongue. So he said his part now. He said, how is he not the mightiest when everybody got to obey him, right? Cool. So now we at the 13th verse, chapter 4, verse 13, first Esdras. All right, it says, then the third who had spoken of the woman and of the truth, right? He had spoken of the woman and of the truth. This was Zerubbabel, began to speak. Right? It says, O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or have the lordship over them? Are they not women? So he's asking this, right? He said, women have borne the king, and all the people that beareth rule by sea and land, right? Everybody came out of the womb of a woman, all right? Everybody did, except Adam, except the first man, all right? So, but that's another topic. We're not gonna go into that. But it's still what he's saying. We're gonna see what's right, okay? And it says, women have borne the king and all the land, people that bear rule by the sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh. So they the ones that planted the vineyards. They the ones that's nourishing them. They the ones doing all of that. Whether you doing husbandry, or whether the woman is in the garden planting the vineyards, and that's how you drink your wine. Okay, it says, and if the men dig it, put it in there, I'm sure the women is coming by, sprinkling it with water, you know what I'm saying, making sure the sunlight hit it to get those things in order. Okay, so it says, 17 verse, these also make garments for men, these bring glory unto men, and without woman cannot man be. Right, so they the ones making the garments. You coming out there looking mighty and royal, but a woman made it sometimes. Shout out to Yall, H.O.I, New York and New Jersey. He made garments. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 𝐤𝐄𝐄𝐅, H.O.I, DC. Shout out to my 𝐤𝐄𝐄𝐅, 𝐤𝐄𝐄𝐅. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm Salakia. I just call you 𝐤𝐿𝐿, man. He from Swords of the Spirit. That man makes some fire garments. You know what I'm saying? I send him a lot of business. The man is fire. So check him out. He the only 𝐤𝐿𝐿 right now in Swords of the Spirit down there in Dallas, Texas. So holla at that brother too. But you got 𝐤𝐿𝐿 and Yall. See, so women don't make all the garments, but damn it, they make a lot of them. They do make most of them, right? It says, 18 verse, yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? Yeah, you got some, some gold and all that. You like the gold, but you don't want to put something on your woman, especially if you simping. Oh, baby, I got you this. I got you this bracelet, this tennis bracelet, this, that, the third. Ain't nothing wrong with getting your woman gifts, but yeah, that's what it's comparing it to, right? That's what the worldly men do today. When they get into an argument with their women, what they do? They to get on their good side, they bring them flowers. They'll bring them a watch, a Birkin bag, a Prada bag, Louis Vuitton, that's what they do, to get back into the good grace of a woman. Okay, it says 19 verse, and letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with an open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold or any goodly thing whatsoever? Jay-Z had a song like that, man. He said he was telling you what men do to get the women. You gonna wear gold to impress the woman. You gonna go get your hair cut to impress a woman. You gonna look nice and go get some smell goods to impress a woman. You're not just doing it for yourself. What are you doing it for? It's all vainglory. It's all vanity. But what are you doing it for? You really doing it to get the oohs and ahs from the woman. If you're not doing it for that, then you're gay. You're doing it for the men. You know what I'm saying? Every man, you put on a chain, what is it for? So your skin could shine through the chain. Your chain shining through your skin, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau don't look good with a chain. He got the hairy ass chest, and the chain is it looks like it's in a forest of hair. Yeah, it don't look good on him. You know what I'm saying? That chain shine off our skin tone, man. Especially when you got some nice melanin, man. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Michael Jordan used to play basketball with all the chains on? His thing was glistening. He was a dark brother, man. That gold looked royal off a dark brother. You know what I'm saying? Or a dark sister. You know that what was her name? In the movie Belly with DMX and Nas, DMX's wife, Keisha. Right? It was Keisha. I think it was Naomi Campbell that played that role, man. That dark chocolate was beautiful, man. That skin was glistening. Right? But that's what we do. We go and get fly for the woman's sake. It is what it is. Right? It says, and a man leaveth his own father that brought him up in his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. That's what he does, right? It says, he sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, And remember, if neither father nor mother nor country, he's gone. He's with his woman. He don't remember. Sometimes my mom's call me like, you don't call me no more. I got two of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm caught up with my wife and my family. My wives and my family. You know, my son, my dogs. I'm caught up, ma. And I moved from New York to Georgia. I'm in it's not a whole different country, but I'm in a whole different state. I'm in the country now. So, you know, I understand. This is real spill, man. It says, by this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman? That's what brothers do, man. You being a provider, you trying to go get some money. Hey, babe, I got the rent. Hey, babe, I bought some food. Hey, babe, I did this. Hey, babe, I did that. That's what the scriptures are saying. So that's the power that the woman has. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's not supposed to always be like that, because when you read Proverbs, the 31st chapter, you'll understand that a woman's supposed to work. But that's another topic too. We're not going to tap into that. All right? This is that the wicked women entanglements. This is the Jada Pinkett syndrome. All right, the Jada Pinkett syndrome. Watch out for them entanglements. All right, because you get entangled, and your whole life will get entangled. And it says, ye men taketh his sword and go with his way to rob and steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers. You do all of that, right? It says, and looketh upon a lion. That pride, man. You ready to go? And goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bring it to his love, man. That Bonnie and Clyde spirit, man. You doing all of that. You go crazy, man, just to make sure. You know, a lot of people do that. You go, and which you should, but you got to use wisdom. But people go all out just to feed their family, man. Just to take it back to their woman and make sure their woman is happy and good. All right, this is scripture, man. That's what happened when Will Smith looked at Jada Pinkett after the Chris Rock joke, and she had that demon in her face. He said, "Man, I got to get up and slap this fool." He didn't take his sword, but he had pride, man. That pride and that ego and that knowing that she gonna give you a mouthful when you get home. Yeah, I'd rather fight you than fight with her. That's basically what he's saying. What he did, right? It's saying, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. They become servants. They ran out their wits, man. You don't do anything, and then you done got caught up, man. You done did so much for your woman, and then a lot of times I've seen it, man. I've been a part of it, man. There was one woman I had in the world, man. I used to go to war for her, and she was a damn harlot. She was a harlot, and I was caught up. I was stuck. I was sprung, and you know, I was always eventually going back to her. And I'm talking about, I'm ready to shoot at people. I pulled out guns on niggas. I pistol whipped somebody before for this damn broad, and she was a harlot. But I was caught in my feelings. So I'm speaking of real life situations, stuff that I've been involved in personally. I mean, I won't do it again. I mean, I would definitely protect my family, but I'm not going crazy and no, hell no. Especially if a woman cheat on you, or ain't no cheating. If she commit adultery on you, you gotta let her go. I'm not fighting you over no woman. That ain't mine no more. That's yours, my nigga. You take that. You hold that. That shit don't belong to me. Excuse my language. Not no more. Right? It says, lie. It says, let me read that one more time. It says, yea, many there be that have run out of the wits for women and become servants for their sakes. They become servants, man, doing anything they say. That's what Will Smith looked like. She gave him that look, he had to go. That was it. You know what I'm saying? He became the pit bull in the yard. Get him. She didn't have to say it. She just said, get him. She said, get him with his spirit, with those demons. Right? And it says, many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. Many have died from their pride, man. Off a woman. Trying to be macho man. You know what I'm saying? You trying to be a macho man for your woman. You trying to do all these different things, and boom, there you go. Now you stuck. See what I'm saying? Now you can't come back. Right? It says, and now do ye not believe me? It is not the great king. It is not king. It is Salakia. And now do ye not believe me? It is not the king great in his power. Do not all regions fear and touch him? Fear to touch him? Salakia. How am I reading this? That old English. It says, and now do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him? Yet did I see him and Ephraim, the king's concubine. So he's talking about the king himself, right? King Darius. He said, Ephraim, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admiral Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king, and taking his crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand. So she done took the king, she done took the crown off of him. You know, Eve, they take the baseball cap off of Jake, they put the hat on him. You know what I'm saying? But this is a king, and this is your concubine. This ain't even your wife. This is a woman that you just, that's who you have pleasure with. Now she taking, and this is happening in front of other people. Okay? She done took the damn crown off of his head. What's that noise? She took the crown off of her head, off of his head, and put it on her. And then snuffed him. Like, what up? This is my crown now, Negro. What you gonna do about it? Right? This is what the young man is saying. Okay? And he's saying, he says, and yet for all this the king gaped and gazed upon her with an open mouth, like stuck, like, damn, baby, that's all right. You can do that. You can get away with that. Let it be a Negro. Let it be a man. Right? You playing with the hands, man. All right? You a man in power, but you all soft. And that's the way it is, man. You know, brothers become soft with the women. You are rah in the street, but then you're a little cuddle bear with your woman in the house. Which is supposed to be a balance. And that's supposed to be a tyrant in your home. But he's just showing the power and the spirit that the woman bring upon him, right? He's saying, it says, and yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth. If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again. Now, she make that face that Jada Pinkett made. And she made the face like, and now Will Smith got to go and do whatever to get back in her good grace. And that's the same thing with a woman today. You could be happy, chilling, getting along with your wife, playing with her, whatever, having a good time, laughing. And now for something on TV and you laugh, any little thing, now she getting all upset. And now you trying to make up feel better. Come on, baby, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean that when I said it. I was just playing about getting another wife. That's what a lot of y'all, all I need is one wife. I'm gonna become a bishop. You know what I'm saying? That's the way brothers be doing when they give up the ghost. I'm good. I just need one wife, like Adam. Adam only had one wife. That was the first man. You know what I'm saying? You can come up with all types of stuff, knowing that's not the truth. Any real man in his right state of mind want more than one woman. I don't give a damn what you niggas say. All right? I don't care what you niggas say. You can't tell me you don't got a eye out when you see a beautiful, attractive woman. Not a lusting eye, but like, damn, that's a beautiful woman, man. You can't tell me you don't, and you won't desire to have another beautiful woman. Come on, man, stop it. I don't care who you are. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Now I understand you keep discipline and you follow a protocol to keep your family, differently and more of a spirit. You know what I'm saying? To deal that way, that's different now. You know what I'm saying? So it says it says 32nd verse. It says, "O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?" Then the king and the princes looked one upon another. So he began to speak of the truth. Right? And it says, "O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day." So you do all these different things just to please the woman, man. And that's what Will Smith did. Will Smith went out and embarrassed himself, embarrassed his family more than they already embarrassed the damn Addams family, right? He done did that, and now he's the talk of the town, and you could tell he don't have his mind on right. He dealing with heavy spirits, and he's been dealing with spirits, because look at who's his wife and his children, right? And it says, "Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things." So the truth is stronger than all things, and the truth is showing you that the woman is stronger than wine and the king. Period. Right? And it says, "All the earth called upon the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing," man. So there's no unrighteous thing with this truth. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for the wicked woman entanglements, man. Don't get entangled with those spirits of the world. That Jada Pinkett syndrome, man. All right? It says, "Wine is wicked." It says, "Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked. And such all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish." See what I'm saying? So all of them is wicked. Their women, their children, the kings. Only the people that's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments fall away from these things, man. But just understand. Let's read the rest of it so y'all can see it for yourself. It says, "As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore." Hallelujah. Right? It says, "With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just." And now it's speaking about the truth as a woman. Let me read that one more time. It's not speaking about the woman. All right, it says, "With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works." So that's what makes you a righteous woman, and that's what makes a man righteous also. The truth, man. The truth is what we read at the beginning as these laws, statutes, and commandments. And it says, "Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, majesty of all ages. Blessed be Yahweh, the God of truth." right? And with that he held his peace, and all the people then shouted and said, great is truth and mighty above all things. Hallelujah. So all praise, honor, glory to the Most High for that one, man. So if you don't know now, the woman is the strongest. The woman is the strongest. She's stronger than the king, and she's stronger than the wine. But she's not stronger than a righteous man. Keep that. And she's not stronger than the truth. All right, so let's go now. We're gonna close it out with these. We'll wind it down, like my elder priest Zabak loves to say. This is Sirach. We're going into Sirach 26, right? Sirach 26 and 22. We're gonna start from. It says, "And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband." Now, the reason why Jada Pinkett Smith is not a tower to her husband is because Will Smith is no longer her husband. She had committed adultery with Augustine, and who knows who else she has committed adultery with. She belongs to the streets now, so she can't be a tower for him. She's just going to be his completely downfall. It is what it is. That's the truth, right? And it says, and that's what it is. A harlot shall be accounted as spittle, and that's what she is. Okay, it says a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So that's the reason why, because he's wicked too. All right, so the wicked woman was given to a portion to a wicked man, and that's why they're like a match made in hell. It is what it is, right? It says, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. And Will Smith does not fear the Lord, and that's why he got what he got. All right? And it says, a dishonest woman contempteth with shame. Contempteth shame. But a dishonest woman contempteth with shame. But an honest woman will reverence her husband. See what I'm saying? She didn't even speak out and say, she should have told him. Once he got up there, she knew, like, hold on, babe, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't embarrass. She didn't even make an attempt. She didn't even make an attempt, right? And it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. Now, what's a female dog? What's a woman? And what's a female dog? What is it known as? A bitch. Right? It is what it is. Roof, nigga. All right. It says, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. That's the one that's going to cover up. That's the one that's not going to be out there in entanglements. Right? It says, a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. And that's what it is. That's just plain as white rice from the Chinese restaurant. Plain as white rice from the Chinese restaurant. No season at all. It tastes like grains of water. Right? It says, a loud crying woman and a scold shall be sought out to drive away the enemies, man. That's to show you, man, a loud woman, especially a loud black woman, can chase enemies away, man. That's how powerful that mouth is. They don't want to hear none of that. Oh man, that's too much. Go ahead, man. We give up. You know what I'm saying? So once again, the wicked woman entanglements, the Jada Pinkett syndrome, spirits, man. Stay out of them entanglements. Stay away from married women. Stop simping. Stop being a sucker for a whore. Ain't nothing wrong with being a sucker for love, man. If it's true love, go all out for your woman, man. Protect her. Love her. Cherish her. respect her, heal her, guide her, direct her, teach her, love her, sex her, all of that good stuff in the gumbo, man, and righteousness. But if it ain't true love, don't be no sucker. That's you simping. You simping for lust. You're not simping for love. You become a trick, and tricks are for kids. So hopefully this resonates as a teaching moment for the nation of Israel, for men and women. Don't be that woman and don't be that man. All praise and honor, glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Shema Mashiach, Yahweh. Double honors to the elders of HOI, Pre-Zabak, Elder Terah, Levi, Elder Manashar, and all the elders throughout the four corners of the earth that's not wicked, man. Shout out to y'all brothers in the forefront. Shout out to y'all brothers in the background. And Kum Yashala. Shabbat Shalom. Happy New Year.